Cerebras intros 3rd Gen wafer scale chip for i, 57x larger than largest GPU, 900K cores, 4 trillion transistors. Cerebras Systems has unveiled its 3rd generation wafer scale engine chip, the WSE3, which offers 900,000 die optimized cores built to train up to 24 trillion parameters. Cerebras WSE3 is the biggest AI chip on the planet, trillions of transistors to train AI models with trillions of parameters. Ever since the launch of its first wafer scale engine, WSE, chip, Cerebras hasn't looked back, and its 3rd generation solution has now been unveiled with unbelievable specifications which should be a given due to its sheer size. As the name suggests, the chip is essentially an entire wafer worth of silicon, and this time, Cerebras is betting on the AI craze with some powerful specifications that are highlighted below. 4 trillion transistors, 900,000 AI cores, 125 petaflops of peak high performance, 4 GB on-chip SRAM, 5 nanometers TSMC process, external memory, 1.5 terabytes, 12 terabytes, or 1.2 petabytes. Trains AI models up to 24 trillion parameters. Cluster size of up to 2048 CS3 systems. Talking about the chip itself, the Cerebras WSE3 has a die size of 46,225 square millimeters, which is 57x larger than the NVIDIA H100, which measures 826 square millimeters. Both chips are based on the TSMC 5 nanometers process node. The H100 is regarded as one of the best AI chips on the market with its 16,896 cores and 528 tensor cores, but it is dwarfed by the WSE3, offering an insane 900,000 AI optimized cores per chip, a 52x increase. The WSE3 also has big performance numbers to back it up, with 21 petabytes per second of memory bandwidth, 7,000x more than the H100. And 214 petabits per second of fabric bandwidth, 3715x more than the H100. The chip incorporates 44 GB of on-chip memory, which is 880x higher than the H100. Compared to the WSE2, the WSE3 chip offers 2.25x higher cores, 900K versus 400K, 2.4x higher SRAM, 44 GB versus 18 GB, and much higher interconnect speeds, all within the same package size. There are also 54% more transistors on the WSE3, 4 trillion versus 2.6 trillion. So what's the benefit of all of this hardware? Well, the chip is designed for AI first and offers 125 petaflops of peak high performance. The NVIDIA H100 offers around 3,958 teraflops, or around 4.0 petaflops of peak high performance, so we are talking a 31.25x increase here. The chip also comes in a range of external memory configurations ranging from 1.5 terabytes, 12 terabytes, and up to 1.2 petabytes. With so much power in a singular die, the chip can train AI models up to 24 trillion parameters. In addition to the WSE3 wafer scale engine chip, Cerebras Systems is also announcing its CS3i supercomputer, which can train models that are 10x larger than GPT-4 and Gemini thanks to its huge memory pool. The CS3i solution is designed for both enterprise and hyperscale users and delivers much higher performance efficiency compared to modern-day GPUs. 64 of these CS3i systems will be used to power the Condor Galaxy 3 supercomputer, which will offer 8 exaflops of AI compute performance, doubling the performance of the system at the same power and cost. The company hasn't shared the pricing or availability of the WSE3 chips, but they're expected to cost a lot, and by a lot, I mean a lot more than the $25-$30K asking price for the NVIDIA H100 GPUs.